Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth. Now, I hope you're enjoying having two puzzles for each day of the weekend. So, two on Saturdays, two on Sundays. I can tell you, I'm personally enjoying recording that many and certainly playing that many through. That just matches reality realistically. I will play normally more than the one puzzle over the weekend. Well, let's take a look at today's puzzle. And you can see in the thumbnail, we've got Knights versus Samurai. It's not the exact title of the puzzle, but when you have a puzzle that has both samurai and knights in it, how could you possibly pass it up? So, as you can see, I really couldn't. Now, I'm not entirely sure that this is, at least my rendition of it in this thumbnail, is accurate. I don't know if knights ever battled samurai. I don't think they ever met on the battlefield. But maybe somebody who's got a bit more historical information can actually correct that in the comments below. Certainly we'll be looking forward to that. Well, let's take a look at what the puzzle is and what we have in store for today. So we have samurais in the night. Well, I think in the night here is probably meant, late evening as opposed to fighting nights. But each to their own, by JoshFrew. And we have a relatively simple set of rules today. So we've got normal Sudoku rules apply. So that means the digits 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box, as per usual. Cells within a knight's move, as in chess knight's move, cannot contain the same digit. I know I've mentioned this on the channel before, but I absolutely love anti-knight's moves. So to use this 8 as an example, the first rule says none of the following cells can be 8. But knight's move is also saying, well, as a chess knight would move, 2 steps forward and then 1 step to the side. Equally, 1 step forward and then 2 steps to the side. And if you end up with this pattern where none of the following cells now can actually be an 8. So it's quite powerful and you can apply amazing logic on top of it. But it's also incredibly hard to spot sometimes if you're relying on it as part of the solve. And lastly, we have digits along an arrow sum to the digits in the circle. So if we take this circle, for example, with an 8, it means these 2 digits must add up to 8. And this 8 here, these 2 digits must add up to 8. Clearly, there are more than 8 in the circles. This 6 here needs these 2 digits must add up to 6. So that's a relatively set of straightforward rules. I was even able to actually increase the font size again, so it's a lot more legible. If you want to play along, link will be in the description down below as per usual. And with that said, let me restart the clock and see how we get on. Now, I immediately spotted that this 7 is on an arrow, as in this arrow, and 8 is not available. So that couldn't be 1, this has to be 2, this has to be 9. Have we got anything else similar to that? We've already placed 7, 8, and 9 in the column with a 5 in here. That's got to be 1, that's got to be 6. 1 is placed, that means this must be a 2-4 pair. I just noticed that there is arrows that are pointing into box 5, so we're going to be able to place a number of digits relatively quickly. This 6 here can only be 1 or 2, because this can only be 7 or 8. 9 is not available, this is 7 or 8. You can almost see a pattern here where 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all placed in there, but let's confirm for ourselves. So this could be 1 with a 5. This can't be a 2. You can see the 2 here in box 1. It can be a 3 to get to an 8. 8, 7, pardon me. And it can't be any higher because 8 and 9 see the cell in the row. So that's 5 or 7. I feel fairly confident it will be 7 and then 8. Otherwise it just breaks the symmetry. That would be a little bit odd. But possible. What else do we have? So here is an example of the types of knight's moves that you can kind of see. So this 4 sees both of these cells, meaning that they are not a 3-4 pair because neither of these cells can actually be a 4. So the possibilities are actually only 2, 5 in this specific order. And then because of the 6 here, 6 and 1 in this specific order. So surprisingly restricted. I don't think we can guarantee that there is definitely... Well, actually, here's a way I can prove that this is an 8. This 8 here sees all of these cells and all of these cells. And that's not an 8. This can only be an 8. 2. The reason I sort of went down that route is I'm trying to think if I can actually figure out if this is 3, 5 or 1, 7. And I'm not sure we can just yet, because it's sort of dependent on resolving what this is. That's okay. Let's see if there's any other simple things we can do with the construction. So we know that this is not a 2, 6. It is 1, 7 is available and 3, 5 is available, unfortunately. So I'll move on from that. I can see 1, 7 not available. Sorry, 1, 8 not available. 2, 7 not available. 3, 6 available. Right. So I'm just going to go ahead and pencil mark some of these. 2 not available on here. And you can see that, yeah, regardless of which one is a 2, you will be able to see it with normal Sudoku rules or with anti-knight move. So that's not 2 and 6. Actually, let me do this a little bit easier. These are 3, 4. Therefore, this is not 2, 6, 3, 5. It can only be 1, 7. 9 must be down here. One 7 eliminated the 1, 7 possibility on this 8 now. So this can only be 3, 5. And that's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 3. 3, 5. 1 you can see not available anywhere else except here. This is now a 2, 4 pair. This one can see, so, all right, so possible options for 6 is either 2, 4, which would be in this order, or 1, 5, which is actually not possible because of the same logic we had here with this 4. This 5 can actually see this cell and this cell. So this is 2 and 4, and it helps us resolve this 2 and 4. We now know that both 2s and 4s are up here. I mean, it's a really weak deduction, but you can just eliminate the 4 from here and therefore eliminate the 5 from there. You know, kind of by the by, really, not very interesting. And we know that 2 is in one of, actually only one location, because this 2 sees this cell, this 2 sees this cell, and obviously these 2 are eliminated because of normal Sudoku rules. So that's a 2, meaning that's a 5, 3, 5. This is now, we did say there's a 4. Actually, I don't know why I removed the corner pencil marks. I was about thinking I can actually solve box 2, but that's not true. Yeah, there's more work to be done here. Right, let's take a look at what this is. Actually, we can do this a little bit more easily. Let's do the 3, 6 here for sure. We have placed, we've got 1, 7 as an option and 3, 5 as an option still. Fine. If you're twisting my arm, I'll pencil mark it all. Actually, 3, 5 is not available. Same logic here. 3 sees both of these cells. That's not 3 or 5. That's 1 and 7. These are 3, 5, and we actually know the order for a change. That's a 3. That's a 5. 1 can only be placed in here. We have 6 there. 7 goes here. And 8 is only there. Actually, 8 is, pardon me, only here. There we go. That's a 4, 7 pair now. That 7 sees this cell. That's the 4. That's the 7. We can finish all of these off now, but in box 2, what would this be? A 9, no. 6. And we need in here 1, 3, and 9. That's not a 9. That's not a 3. Interesting. Oh yeah, 4, 5 is eliminated. That's a 3, 6 pair. That's a 1. That's a 9. That's a 3. This now must be a 2, 5 pair. We don't actually know the order of that. That's not resolved. We know that we need a 9 in this box. It's not here. It's not there either because of anti-knight move. That's the 9. We still need to place a 1, 6, and 8. 6 is not here. 6 is there. 8 can be anywhere. And the 1, again, anti-knight move is in one of 2 places. Very interesting. I say very interesting, it's just, you know, with the construction that you see, you expect it to move a little bit more quickly, but maybe I'm just being slow today. And it's just not moving that quick, I'm finding. So we have here a 1, 8 plus another thing. It's a 4. And the 4 here says this is the 4. Therefore, this is 2 and 4. This is the 1, 8. Nothing sees it with anti-knight's move. We have another 1, 8 joining a 5, I believe. Yeah, I'll just pencil mark that for now. We can see the 9 is down here. We can also see the 6 is up there. Still need to place 5 and 2. Only thing we know is the 5 is in one of these 2 cells, because this 5 sees both of these. Eliminating the 5 from here. 5 is not an option in this cell, I mean, that's 1, 8 now. Oh, of course we have the 2. Let me actually do this now correctly. We've got 2, 2, 9s, and the 5. Yep, that looks correct. So we've got 2, 5, 6. We need to place a 1. 1 is not there. Actually, let's do the easy stuff first. 1 is actually for sure in here. And we need to place 5, is it? Therefore, that's 9, 2, 6, 5. That gives us the 3, the 6. 1, 7, and 8 not yet placed. 7 can only be in there. 8 we can actually see is resolved because of this 8 seeing all of these 3 cells, meaning we've got the 1, the 8, the 7, the 1, the 7. We need to finish off here with a 9 and 3, which we do know. We need to finish off here with a 4 and 7, and we can't actually place them yet. And over here is a 2 and 8. Also no. This 8 though tells us that this is the 6. And therefore that's the 3, the 6. 3s and 6s are not giving us much yet. Apparently, it gives us this 3, which is not huge amounts. Gives us whatever this is, that's a 4. There you go, maybe that helps us resolve a bunch of things. 1, 7, 8, 1, 2, 8, 2, 5. We need a 9, which is in here, and we need one more digit, 5, and that's the solution to today's puzzle. Well, I say today's puzzle, it'll be a second one. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's fairly straightforward, I think. There was a lot of clues given to us by JoshFrew. But like I said, you know, can't resist playing a puzzle with the title of Samurais in the Night. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you back for the next one. Bye for now.